Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Nicole, and this is Letting It Be So. Today is another Lamazi Makers Club unboxing. Again, we call it unboxing because unbagging sounds weird, because it does come in one of these lovely tote bags, of which I now have many, but they're a really good size. Like, I feel like a lot of the ones you get like free with stuff, they tend to only be like just barely bigger than like A4, so they're really good size. So yeah, it comes in a bag, so technically it's not an unboxing, but like I say, unbagging feels weird. But yeah. So for this month, so I got the luxury bag again this month. And they had already let you know that it was going to be another exclusive print to Lamazi, and it was going to be on a viscose linen. I think it had even said that blue was going to feature quite heavily in the print. So yeah, they gave you a lot of info, and you also had the option to choose between either a pattern for a dress or a pattern for a top. So I chose the top version. And so let me show you what came in the bag. So I'm just going to read off of the little info card that comes in the bag. So it says the June Makers Club kit contains our new exclusive print, which is Sealife, printed on the luxurious and soft linen viscose bund fabric, which is the final addition to their adventure collection. So people who got the bag were like the first people to get that print before it was released on their website for anyone to buy, just, off the boat. So it's 55% linen and 45% viscose, with ample drape and breathability, an ideal fabric for summer makes, especially with the fun and elegant abstract Sealife print it features. And so, yeah, there was a dress pattern and there was a top pattern, which I've gone for the top version. So in terms of extra bits and bobs, so I've got interfacing, because you get everything you need to make the pattern that's included. So I've got some interfacing, got matching thread, which is white, and then you've got a few little extra goodies. So my little extra goodies are some sewing labels from Little Rosy Cheeks, which say "Sew Your Own Sunshine," which is cute, and some little scissors, which is really good because I always end up losing little scissors, or have them in my like knitting bags for when I'm like traveling out and about, and these are like a nice size and they're also really cute. So these are tailor ones, and they've got little hearts on the, really cool, like what do we call these bits, like hand, I was going to call them finger holes, but handles sounds less weird and probably more correct. But suddenly, if there's special names for the features of scissors, escaped my brain. So yeah, very cute little, these are tailor scissors as the other little goodies that go with it. But yeah, the pattern is for a summer top. There's no fastening on the pattern or anything. So yeah, you've just got the interfacing and a thread that matches to go with it. So the pattern that they have chosen to include this time is another Fibre Mood pattern, and it is called Uzma. That's the pronunciation I'm going for. So Uzma is a minimalistic but perfectly finished simple top. So it's got a square neckline, and is cropped, although obviously you can adjust that. I'm not a crop top person. See my video for talking about summer top patterns, which ironically I filmed before I got this pattern for a summer top, and it wasn't one of the ones that I had picked up when I was looking through options for myself. So yeah, so it's got a square neckline, and it's a fairly loose fitting, not, there's not any real shaping on here. It's finished off with the facing, so I'll show you the line drawing on the pattern itself. But yeah, it is very straightforward indeed. And yeah, you can see it is looking quite cropped on there. So probably what I will do, I think I do want to try this out. I might try it with not the fabric that's in the bag, just to see if I like it, because I definitely do would want to lengthen it. I was looking around, I always go on, particularly when there's a pattern that I'm not aware of, you get in one of these things, I always go and have a look on the hashtag on Instagram to see what other people have been doing with it. And yeah, definitely people had lengthened it, and I saw someone had obviously lengthened it, but they had added a scalloped edge, and I thought that was really cool. So that's currently percolating in my brain as an idea for when I make the final version. But yeah, I think I will definitely twirl it just to make sure that I don't, the only issue for me with this, and that's just a personal preference, which again I talk about in greater detail on my video about finding the ultimate summer top pattern that I'll put a link in for, is it doesn't have a lot of shape to it, and as someone who has no real bust to speak of, sometimes I don't appreciate the look that things that don't have any detailing or shaping or cinching or any of those kind of features appear on me, and that's entirely my personal preference. So yeah, I think what I will do is make a twirl. I've definitely got some short lengths of fabric kicking about that I could do that with, see how it fits, see what I think before I decide whether I will use my precious Lamazi print fabric to make it, or whether I will choose another summer top instead. So that's the pattern. The fabric, this fabric comes in 2 different colorways. You didn't get a choice of the background. I don't know whether they mixed it up, whether they combined it with the pattern you used, or whether they mixed it up. I don't know. I don't know whether some people who chose the top got the other colorway or vice versa. Spoiler, I have actually purchased some of the other colorway because I want to make a coordinating set with a skirt. So I've actually purchased 2 meters of the other colorway, which is on a blue background. It's actually just the reverse of the colorway that I got. But yeah, the colorway I've got of the Sealife print is the light colored background. And you can see, you've got this light colored background, and then you've got this, as they said in the description, this abstract secret kind of Sealife print. So you've got a little pearl in a shell there, you've got kind of seaweediness, other shells here, the starfish. Yeah, there's all sorts going on in there. And I think it's just really nice that it's kind of it's nice having patterns that are, what it is, also having some that are a bit more subtle and hidden detail kind of thing. Yeah, really nice, the kind of weight and drape that you'd expect from the kind of viscose linen blend that it is. And yeah, I really love the blue colour. It's a really sort of dark royal blue, I would describe it. And it feels very, very summer holiday. So there's quite a few different fabrics that have come out at the moment that have got this kind of colour in them, which I am all here for because I love blue. So yeah, this is right up my street. So yeah, like I say, I will do a twirl of the pattern that came with the bag. But if not, there's a couple of other patterns that I've got my eye on to look at once payday comes around at the end of this week, to pick up to make a summer top from. So yeah, that is the Lamazi Makers luxury bag for June. I had to think whether it was May or June, because I've had this a little while, and I said on one of my other videos I recently recorded, it's just been too hot to do anything in the UK. So yeah, I hadn't. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, I think, since I received it. So I'm only just getting around to filming. But I'm definitely super happy with it. And yeah, well, obviously I'm happy with the fabric because I went and bought the other colorway, didn't I? So I feel you can't have too much of a shall I show you? I have just recorded another video where I've shared it, so let's just show you the other couple. Wait, there we go. This is it in blue, the blue background with the design in the white. Very cool. And yes, I'm excited to have, yeah, a top and a skirt that I can wear together or separately. Yeah, that's the plan anyway. And now that all needs to get in the washing machine to be pre-washed, so that's all ready and ready to go once I make a final decision on what pattern I'm going to use to sew things up with. But yeah, once again, super happy with it. Like I say, I always appreciate that they give you a bunch of different options, which also come at a bunch of different price points. Obviously, me choosing the bag that had the top pattern was cheaper than the one that has the dress pattern, because obviously you needed more fabric for the dress. And you get obviously everything you need to make the pattern that they include. And yeah, I can't say anything that I haven't already said in terms of how much I enjoyed the flexibility of the Lamazi Makers Club, and that you know it's not a subscription, so you can choose if you want to buy each month based on what they said's included and other factors. So for instance, I'm not going to be purchasing July's one, and that's purely for financial reasons, just because I have to have a tooth filling next week, and as anyone who's had to have any kind of dentist stuff done, even at NHS prices, it's a little bit of money. So my budget for the Lamazi Makers Club, alas, for July is going towards a tooth filling, which is obviously far less exciting. But that's the thing. But yeah, that's just what happens in life. And I think the advantage of the Lamazi Makers Club and how it works is that I can do that. I don't have to worry about I need to pause a subscription because I need to use the money elsewhere this month. Some things we have like a rolling subscription where you're signed up. So yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoy that aspect of it as well. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this month's offerings. Like I say, hopefully this will be the only filling that I have to have, and I will be able to have a look at what they have got in store for August. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I'd really love to know if you got this month's bag, or if you have picked up the fabric as well. I know it's now being sold just like by the meter on Lamazi's website now, so if anyone else has picked it up, what you're planning on making, I would love to hear in the comments. Also, if you're not already, please do consider subscribing and giving this video a like, so that it helps to let YouTube know to share it with other people in the sewing community who watch sewing videos on YouTube. But yeah, that's all I have got to say for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back again soon with another video. Bye bye.